America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was in the the foothills of the Himalayas with Xi Jinping, traveling with him. I actually traveled 17,000 miles when I was vice president. I don't know that for a fact. What do we do now? And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They'd look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
All right, guys, so for those of us who are concerned about gas prices and the prices of oil and getting some relief at the pump, the video I'm about to show you guys is going to be bad news, right? Even though it's meant to be comedy, it is an embarrassment for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris once again, as it lets us know what our foreign allies and other world leaders think about the current state of our country and the people that are running our country, okay? As a Saudi Arabian state-funded TV channel aired an SNL style skit mocking Joe Biden and Kamala Harris in probably one of the most hilarious ways possible. But I gotta tell you, it is one of those things that you see that is very, very, very disturbing despite how funny it is. And the reason why is because it is a clear signal and indication that this country is an embarrassment on the world stage. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, they're an embarrassment, and that we're not respected anymore as a country, period. Okay, Saudi Arabia is supposed to be one of our biggest allies. I know some people don't really like Saudi Arabia, but you know, it's all about the money, right? AKA, it's all about the oil. And when you sour your relationship with a country that you're kind of dependent on when it comes to oil and resources, that's not a good thing, especially during a time in which we kind of need Saudi Arabia, right? So that being said, this state-funded TV channel airing this SNL style skit mocking Joe Biden and Kamala Harris is a clear indication of how the Saudis actually are feeling about them right now. So before we get into that, I just want to let you guys know that if you like my channel, you want to support my channel, you can do so using the links in the description below. You support the Patreon, you support the PayPal, you support the merch. There are multiple ways to support the channel if you would like to do so. So with that being said, let's go ahead and roll this clip of the Saudi Arabia state-funded TV channel mocking Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Take a look. All right, guys, so I actually take that back. I actually cannot play the video because the Saudis and their state-funded TV channel apparently don't like the fact that I'm using this in my video for copyright purposes. So with that being said, if you guys want to watch the video, the link to the article that has the videos in the description. If you want to watch the video and then come back, then you can do that and get the rest of my commentary on it. Again, I apologize for that. I was not expecting this to happen, but if you want to watch the video, the link is in the description and you can come back.
The message is, and the president of China, oh, I didn't finish Russia.
No, sir.
Thank you to correct me, First Lady.
Damn.
Bruh, that's bad. That's real bad, okay? That is bad for multiple reasons, okay? I want y'all to understand. This is a Saudi state-funded TV channel, okay? And they aired a sketch mocking Biden as a forgetful, sleepy old man, okay? Again, Saudi Arabia is supposed to be one of our closest allies, and they're literally funding TV stations mocking Joe Biden, the president of the United States, okay? Usually in a situation like that, they would pull that, right? And somebody would probably, I don't know, lose a hand or two, right, in Saudi Arabia for airing that, okay? Or maybe get their eyes gouged out. Who knows? I'm just saying. Typically in a situation like that, I don't see Saudi Arabia letting that happen. It damn sure wouldn't happen under Trump, but they let that happen, and who knows, they probably even pushed it and encouraged it because it is a sign of how they actually feel about Joe Biden. And this is something I've talked to you guys a lot more than most channels have talked about when it comes to the relationship between Joe Biden and Saudi Arabia, which honestly, like 100% honest with you guys, is the most important component, in my opinion, in regards to talking about the whole oil and gas price thing. Okay, because Saudi Arabia in OPEC plus, OPEC plus, right, which includes Russia. Yeah, I mean, they have significant influence on the global price of oil. Okay, and Saudi Arabia don't really like Joe Biden like that because Joe Biden called Saudi Arabia a pariah. Okay, and Joe Biden hasn't necessarily been very kind to Saudi Arabia, and Saudi Arabia, because of that, they haven't necessarily kept their promises in regards to increasing oil production, despite the fact that Joe Biden has been urging them to do so. Even going as far as to allegedly not even answer Joe Biden's phone calls, while at the same time taking phone calls from Putin and Zelensky. Okay, so our relations between Saudi Arabia has hit a brand new low, mainly because of Joe Biden, right? If people really want to point to Joe Biden as the fault of gas prices, what you really got to look at first and foremost is the relationship between the U.S. and Saudi Arabia, okay? And that's just kind of how it works, right? So with that being said, again, for people that are concerned about the price of gas, this don't really seem like a good sign in regards to Saudi Arabia producing more oil, which would be the quickest way to provide some short-term relief, as they've been hesitant to produce more. So let's actually read more about this. A major Saudi government-owned broadcaster aired a sketch mocking President Joe Biden as U.S.-Saudi relations plunged to a new low. In the comedy sketch on NBC's Studio 22 show, which aired Monday, Biden's character appeared sleepy and forgetful, wandering off stage before being tugged back by a likeness of Vice President Kamala Harris. Biden is seen confusing Spain and Africa, forgetting Russian President Vladimir Putin's name and mistakenly calling Harris his first lady. The sketch then ends with the Harris character dragging the sleepy Biden character off the stage. Okay, so we already watched it. The Saudi government owns a majority stake in NBC, and it is rare to see the leaders of major Saudi partners such as Biden mocked this way. Under Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, the country's de facto leader, who is also known as MBS, the Saudi entertainment sector has relaxed substantially, allowing more room for things like obscene comedy and music festivals, which have traditionally rankled conservative Saudis. The Biden skit is also notable given it comes at a time when relations between Saudi Arabia and the U.S. are at rock bottom. In an interview with the Atlantic magazine published last month, MBS made clear his view of Biden, saying he didn't care what the U.S. president thought of him. Now, again, that is in stark contrast to their relationship with Trump. The Saudis and Trump were cool, right? They were cool, okay? And I think Trump realized the importance of having decent relations with Saudi Arabia, given their influence in regards to oil prices around the world. Following Russia's invasion of Ukraine, MBS reportedly ignored Biden's phone calls. Biden had hoped to get Saudi Arabia to produce more oil to make up for the impact of the ban of Russian oil imports. Though the U.S. and Saudi Arabia became close partners following the discovery of oil in the Gulf in the 1950s and worked together to combat extremism following the September 11, 2001 attacks, many in the U.S. political and business communities blacklisted Saudi Arabia after the 2018 murder of the journalist Jamal Khashoggi. Now, I got questions about this part in regards to working together to combat extremism after 9/11, okay? You guys know what I'm saying. And Saudi Arabia's alleged role that they may or may not have had in that, okay? But that's another video for another day. That's probably too spicy for YouTube. The CIA concluded MBS likely ordered the hit, and Biden promised to make Saudi Arabia a pariah, and his White House effectively downgraded Crown Prince Mohammed's rank by saying that MBS was not Biden's counterpart. But speaking to the Atlantic, MBS showed little remorse, saying Khashoggi wasn't important enough for him to go out of his way to have killed anyways. He said that if killing journalists critical of the government were the way we did things in Saudi Arabia, Khashoggi would not even be among the top 1,000 people on the list. Now, whether or not he actually ordered a hit, again, that's another video for another day. I really don't know. He denies it, but I mean, it's probably more likely than not. But it's like Putin denying his alleged political assassinations, right? It is what it is, right? That's just kind of how they roll. But with that being said, again, this is not a good sign, right? This is not a good sign at all. It has got to the point where, again, the world realizes how embarrassing Joe Biden and Kamala Harris is. But, you know, the Democrats told us that the adults were in charge, right? That Trump was so bad and that Trump was ruining America's image, right? But when Trump was in office, we were respected, right? You didn't have stuff like this happening. You didn't have the Taliban taking back over Afghanistan, okay? You didn't have Russia deciding to invade Ukraine. You didn't have Saudi Arabia mocking Trump. You didn't have any of that. We were respected under Trump, right? And even the biggest Trump haters in the world should be able to see the stark difference between how world leaders respected Trump versus Biden. It is very, very, very clear. But hey, no more mean tweets, right? No more mean tweets, okay? Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.